Hi there, this is Christina from the Jane team. If you aren't familiar with Jane, it's a practice management software for health and wellness practitioners. It makes it super easy to book, create documentation and medical notes, schedule, bill, and of course get paid. I'm going to take you on a quick tour of Jane so you can see if it might be a good fit for you in your practice. We're going to start with the patient or client experience of booking an appointment online. Then we'll head over to the admin side of Jane. We'll check out the schedule and the payment workflow, the medical charting and documentation area, and then we're just going to throw in a few reports. As a heads up, I'll be using our demo clinic today, so of course no real patient details will be shown. Okay, so here I am on our demo clinic's external website. I built this website with Clinic Sites. They're our partner, and they do fully integrated websites that then sync up with your Jane online booking site. So when you update something public-facing in Jane, it updates your website automatically. So pretty fancy. Whether or not you use Clinic Sites, you can still add a book an appointment button to your external site that takes patients right to your Jane online booking site. And here we are on our demo clinic's online booking site. The color can be changed, the logo can be customized, plus you can add a background image for a little extra flavor. Going through the online booking flow as a patient here, we can choose our location, jump to a specific discipline, practitioner, or treatment. I'll also mention that we have telehealth or online appointments, which you can see by the little video icon here that this is an online appointment. One-on-one online appointments are free and they're included in all Jane accounts already, but we do have an add-on feature if you offer virtual visits for up to 12 related patients, like families or couples. So let's say I don't really care who I'm booking with, I just want the first available initial visit for massage therapy, which is a situation I have found myself in many a time. So I'll grab this time here, and now you'll see we have our online booking payment policy set up on the demo clinic. This is something you can do if you're using our PCI-compliant payment solution called Jane Payments. It lets you either require a credit card saved on file or a full or partial deposit, and that really helps to prevent no-shows or at least collect your clinic's revenue if they do happen. I will enter my totally real credit card details here, and then I'm done. The appointment is booked, and I'll just show you a few things I can do from this Thanks for Booking screen here. If I'm very keen and organized, which obviously I am, I can start filling out my intake form right this minute, but it's going to be emailed to me anyway, and if I haven't filled it out 24 hours before my appointment, I'll get a little reminder. I can also choose which text and email notifications I want to opt in for. These get set up on the admin side of Jane, so you can choose which ones to offer patients, and you can offer as many as you like. They're all free and unlimited to send. Lastly, patients can access their My Account area to update contact details, payment info, and add themselves to waitlist to get automatically notified if a spot opens up. All that good stuff. Okay, and that wraps up the patient side of Jane. Let's hop over to the admin side for staff. We're going to head to the schedule, and by default, we see the staff working today. We can change this view, like we might be booking an appointment for a patient who only sees Susan, so we'll just filter for Susan's schedule. Now I'm going to show you the front desk workflow for receiving a patient payment. We'll click the Arrive button, and then we'll click Pay. And if the patient has any outstanding invoices for appointments or products, we're going to see them here. We can uncheck any that we don't want to take payment for right this minute, and they'll just stay as owing on the account. So before, when we were talking about the online booking payment policy, I was telling you about Jane Payments. Jane Payments also lets you securely save patient credit cards on file, either administratively or using your intake forms. And then you can use those saved cards for easy checkout after appointments, or recurring membership payments, or collecting late cancellation fees. We also do have a Jane Payments terminal you can use to collect payment in one click if you want to get speedy. Gift cards and tips, if those apply to you, amazing. If not, you can just turn those off in your Jane account. Here, we can choose a payment method taken outside of Jane, like just good old-fashioned cash, or a credit or debit card if you have a third-party terminal. We're going to use the saved card on file and email a receipt directly to the patient. Now, let's run our eyes over that receipt. We'll hop to the patient profile, we'll head on over to the Messages tab, and this is where we're going to see all communication we've had with the patient through Jane. You'll see the receipt has everything the patient needs to submit this to their insurer if we're talking about Canadian insurance. Mind you, if you're a mental health practitioner or any type of practitioner who needs patient information hidden from financial emails, there is a setting for that. I won't go into our insurance management area in this video, but we do have electronic insurance integrations for both Canada and the US. To learn more, you can reach out to us or check out some of our videos and guides. So now let's move on to charting. You might refer to this as SOAP notes, medical charting, or documentation, but in Jane we just call it charting. So we're logged in as a practitioner and we're on our day view here. We've got today's schedule on the side, and we can click once on an appointment to view that patient's charting area. You'll see all the chart entries in chronological order with the author of the chart on the right, and there's a little preview of what each chart contains, and we can click to view the whole thing. You'll also see that questionnaires from intake forms that patients have filled out live here too. Our chart entries are super flexible, and you can make them as in-depth or as simple as you want. You can start each entry from scratch or use our flexible template builder, which I'm actually going to show you right now. In each staff member's profile, there's a section for their templates. We've got a template library here where other Jane users have shared ones they've built, so we can take them and edit them for our own use. But I'm just going to make my own super simple one. I'll go ahead and grab a checkbox here. We'll throw in a body chart, and we'll finish off with a note field. Okay, now that we have our template, let's hop back to the day view. We'll click our appointment, make a new entry, and select our template. I'm going to fill in our checkboxes, super simple. For the body chart, we can have a little bit more fun. If you need to, you can change this image. You can also add pointers that attach to notes down below here, and you can draw on it. If there's a field we don't need for this entry, like the note field, I can just remove it. We'll sign and lock our chart, and now we finished our basic chart entry. I promised you a few reports. We have a lot of neat ones, but these are just like 3 of the classics. The transaction report gives you a breakdown of transactions by staff member, date, and location so you can reconcile your cash at the end of the day. The compensation report shows you how much each practitioner has collected for a particular date range. One nice thing is if you do offer percentage-based pay, you can set percentages for a specific staff member and then just let Jane do the math. Lastly, we have our sales report, which is the equivalent of an invoice report, just shows you your purchases for the day. All right, I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. You can book a free one-on-one demo with a member of our support team by clicking the Book a Demo button in the upper right corner of our website, or email us at support@jane.app. Talk to you soon.